Hello everyone. So previously we had discussed on the topic binary search tree, right? So let's discuss the balanced binary search tree as well, right? So let's get into the definition part here. A balanced binary search tree, also known as WBST, is a binary search tree actually where the height difference between the left and right subtree of every node is at most one. Yep, where the height difference between the left and right subtree, right? So here, so simple thing is, so this one. Let me consider two. Let me consider one here and three. Height difference has to be between the left and right node should be at most one actually. Here in this case we get 1 minus 3, so this will be actually 2. Height difference is 2, so this is not a balanced binary search tree, right? So here in this case I can just go with a 2 1 2. So here this will be at most one actually. Here in this case it is the balanced binary search tree. Yep. So this is one of the simple examples. Yep. So a balanced binary search tree is a binary search tree where the height difference between the left and right subtrees of every node is at most one. A balanced binary search tree keeps its height minimal by performing rotations. Again, it keeps its heights minimal by performing the rotations of the insertions and deletions. So this is very important. You have to know this one at any cost. A balanced binary search tree keeps its height minimal by performing rotations of the insertions or deletions, right? So this balance guarantees fast searching, insertion, and deletion, even in the worst case. AVL tree is the most commonly used example of the balanced binary search tree. Yep. So let's consider the same thing actually. AVL tree. AVL tree, see, it is one of the binary search, this one, balanced binary search trees. Every AVL tree cannot be the balanced binary search tree, but this one, every balanced binary search tree cannot be the AVL tree, but this one, this AVL tree is one of the balanced binary search tree. Just remember this one, so don't get confused. Yeah. So see here, I'll just explain you this one. For this particular data structure, I have already written the code actually. So I'll just explain you this one. First, what I've done. So we went with the node structure of the AVL tree. See, static class node. Data is nothing but the value stored in the node. So this one height is nothing but the height of the node. This one left and right is nothing but the left child as well as the right child. Next, we are going with the constructor part. This is nothing but the initialization, right? So we are just assigning the value here. Next, new node height, we are just setting the new node height to 1, right? Initially. This is fine. Next, let's move on with the height. This is nothing but the, we are just getting the height of the node actually. We have to get the height of the node, right? So we're just getting to, we are just trying to get the height of the node, right? So I can just look into it. Next, let's go with the balance method actually. Balance, we have to get the balance factor of the node, right? So at most the difference between the left and the right child has to be at most one, has to be at most one to be called as the, this one, to be called as balanced binary search tree, right? So here, balance, within the balance method, we are trying to get the balance factor of the node, right? So you can just check this one. If n equals to null, this one, then it's 0. Then we're just going with this one, n dot left minus n dot right. N dot right actually. This is fine. Next, we are just going with the right rotate. Right rotate method means this is nothing but the right rotation. So you can just go with the this one. You can just pause the video and have a look into it. So this is the left rotation. This one, left rotation. This is nothing but the right rotation, and this is nothing but the left rotation. So as per the definition, see here. Uh, Balanced binary search tree keep its height minimal by performing the rotations of the insertions and deletions. By performing rotations of the insertions and deletions, right? So that is the reason. So this is nothing but the right rotate. This is nothing but the left rotate. You can just pause the video and have a look into it, right? So next comes the this one, insertion into the AVL tree. Let's get into the insert method here. Insert, this is nothing but the insertion into the AVL tree, right? So this is nothing but insertion into the AVL tree. So first if condition, whatever I have written, so this one, this is nothing but left, this one, left case. So this is nothing but for the left case, and this one, this is nothing but the right case, right? So this is nothing but the right case. We have binary factor, right? So this is fine. Next, we are going with the left right case here, right? So this, if third if condition is nothing but it is for the right case, and the fourth condition is for the this one, left right case here, left right case, right? So then the final one, fifth one, sorry. So this was the fourth one, right? So 1 second. Yeah, sorry. So this one, the third one is nothing but the left right case. Fourth one is the right left case. Yeah, right. So this is fine. Finally, we have a return node here. So this is for the insertion, right? So this is for the insertion. Next, let's move on with the in order traversal, right? So in order traversal, for the in order traversal, we have went with the in order method here. In order method. So if root is not equal to null, then only we can move forward. So then we are going with the recursion actually root dot left. Then we are printing just for the sake of this one, what do we call interaction purpose, then we are just going with the in order, then again recursion for the right side actually. So this is fine. Right subtree, left subtree. This is fine. Then this is just for the this one example usage. First, what we are doing, we are going with the root. We are trying to insert the value 10, then 20, 30, 40, 50, 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50. Then we are just going with the, we are just calling the in order this one method here, and we are passing the root. We are starting from the root actually. So what should be the output here? Right. So first we are going with the in order traversal, right? So first insert order, we are just going with 10, 20, 30, 40, as well as the 50, right? So this is the insertion order, right? So basically what happens internally here, tree becomes right heavy after inserting 30. So first this is fine. 10, 20, we insert this one. After the insertion of the 30, a value 30, tree becomes right heavy, right? So left rotation is applied to the rebalance. So we have written left rotation as well as the right rotation method. Yeah, we have written left rotation as well as the right rotation method. You can just look into it, right? So left rotation and right rotation method. So left rotation is applied to the rebalance. Same rebalancing happens again after insertion of 40 and 50 as well, right? Same rebalance happens again after inserting 40 and 50 as well. Tree remains height balanced at all times. Tree remains height balanced at all times. First, initially until the insertion of 30, everything goes fine. Tree becomes right heavy after inserting 30. Left rotation is applied to rebalance. Then same rebalancing happens again after inserting 40 and 50. Finally, tree remains height balanced at all the times, right? So final in ordered output would be, if I run the code, I have to get the same thing actually, 10, 20, 30, 40, as well as the 50, right? So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, right? So in order traversal of the binary search tree always prints the sorted order. In order traversal of the binary search tree always prints the sorted order. Let me delete this one. Yeah. So now let's move on with the real world applications, right? So let's move on with the real world applications. So real world applications, this one, what do we call what is this balanced binary search tree, right? So yeah, basically balanced binary search tree is used in the databases. Why it is used in the databases? So index, for the indexing, right? For the fast indexing and fast record retrieval, we'll be making use of the databases. Then we will be making use of the this one. It is used in the operating systems as well for the process scheduling, right? So to schedule the process, we'll be making use of the this one, what do we call balanced binary search tree. We can make use of the ABL trees as well, right? So for that, we'll be making use of it in the operating system for the process scheduling. Then we will be making use of the this one balanced binary search tree in the memory management as well for the balanced allocation trees. Next, we will be making use of it on the search engines as well. We'll be making use of it on search engines for the fast lookup of keywords. Then we will be making use of the balanced binary search tree within the compiler design, within the compiler design as well for the symbol tables actually, for the symbol tables. So these are some of the this one, what do we call real world applications of the balanced binary search tree, right? So these are some of the applications of the balanced binary search tree. Then let's come to the final part, nothing but the complexities, right? So what would be the time complexity here? Let's get into the time complexity part. Time complexity, so let's go with search actually. Let's go with search, let's go with insert, and let's go with the delete as well. Let's go with the insert, let's go with the delete. Search, it's big of login, right? Search, we can just go with a big of login, and insert also, let's go with a big of login. This one, and the delete also, it is big of logarithmic n. For the search, it's big of log n. Insert, it is big of log n, and delete also, it's big of logarithmic n, right? So tree height remains unbalanced here for the search. For the insert, rotations take constant time, so it is big of log n. So delete, so height rebalancing happens actually. Then it would lead to big of log n itself, right? So the time complexity for the search, insertion, and the deletion would lead to big of log n respectively for all the three. And the space complexity, and the space complexity would lead to big of n as well, because we will be going with one node per element that is stored in the tree, right? So here in this case, space complexity would lead to big of n as well. So this is about the time complexity and the space complexity for the balanced binary search tree, right? Based on the operations. Right? So this is fine. So this is it for the balanced binary search tree, right? So this is it for the balanced binary search tree. Next, what we'll be doing, we will be discussing AVL tree, right? So we will be discussing the AVL tree, right? So we'll be discussing the AVL tree in detail. For this also, we have considered the AVL tree itself, but we'll be discussing about the AVL trees itself in detail next. Yeah, for now, this is it. Thanks for watching, guys.